How's it going, guys? I'm your host Korriban Gaming. Welcome back to the next episode of the Let's Play DragonFable series, and today we are finally starting on the last leg of the book 3 storyline, which is still not yet to be completed yet. Man, it's quite crazy, guys. Right, like, come to think of it, we've been almost like what, 2 years? Yeah, I started this series way back in 2021, and now it's spanning slightly over 100 episodes long, and now we finally caught up to where the main story is. Granted, I didn't really do much of the side story. I did even have time to do a few, but here we are, almost catching up already. So let's go ahead and start with the very first branch, the Green Guard Alliance. So here we have to choose a faction. The Rose, the Wind, and the Magisterium's Golden Hand each have their own missions, but there is only one of you, hero. Choose a faction to aid in the conflicts to come. Note that this decision cannot be changed until the conclusion of the proclamations. So way back then, they did this, like they had a lot of plans for this, and people are very excited because they wanted to do like a 3-way thing for almost every single quest or something like that, and they wanted to have different endings and all that kind of stuff. But sadly, that didn't really work out, so end up we didn't really get to, there wasn't really a lot of difference with regards to which one you chose. There were some slight differences, but the differences weren't like big or anything. Like, you're still going down the same quest line, doing the same thing, and the results ultimately they ended up being the same. I mean, of course, I do like these kind of branches in the story, but DragonFable, with the small team that they are, I guess it's kind of understandable that they could that they weren't able to do this, though. I don't know, man, cause they are halfway through revamping the story right now, or at least the book 3 story. So who knows, maybe if they ever reach this part, I honestly don't know if they'll revamp all the way up to this part, because this part is still rather modern and recent, so I don't think much revamping needs to be done, to be very honest. But if they do decide to revamp it, maybe they can dedicate more time to like splitting up the branches and fleshing out each one, so that you know, it's more different depending on which faction you chose. Of course, this is a huge project, and I would honestly prefer if they focus on something like I don't know, the Shadow Hunter revamp next, or maybe even the Flesh Weaver class, as opposed to this quest. I mean, as long as they focus on continuing the main story and like giving us, you know, revamping the older classes. The older story, I would say for the most part, they are in a good spot. You don't really need a revamp, but if you really have like a lot of extra time on your hands, you don't know what else to do with that time, which is very highly unlikely, then, you know, maybe they can look at this. Yeah, I think it should be a low priority, not a high one, since these quests are still quite modern. I think we, okay, so for my main account, I actually went with the Golden Hand. Okay, for this account, I think it will be more exciting if we chose to side with the Rose. So let's go ahead and do that. I actually want to assist the Rose's defense of Green Guard citizens. This decision cannot be changed until after the conclusion of the proclamation. Alright, let's go. I don't know, man. For me personally, I always found it boring to be part of the good guys. So yeah, I would much rather us play as the bad guys, which is the Rose in this case. They are technically good guys here, but at the end of the day, their main core and goal is still evil, because they're led by like someone that's evil, or at least someone that's misguided. Okay, so let's see. So we can So we can go ahead. Oh, let's play DF. Are you leaving Conan? I won't fight, but my weapons can support those who can. There will be something. Why did they name this guy Conan? Because it's the exact same guy as the one we saw in book 2, right? I don't know if the spelling is the same. Okay, so some people talking. You can see here it looks different if you choose a different camp. Like if I choose the what do you call it? The Golden Hand camp. Yeah, we get something different. I'm not going to read through all these dialogues, it's just fluff and stuff, so yeah. So yeah, that's quite nice. Let's go ahead and do 2 battle. Is there no intro as to why we are battling? Okay. Hold on a minute. Previously, what were we doing previously? We just got here, right? They just arrived. So wait, where is the starting to all of this? I remember there was a starting or something to all of this. No? Is it gone now? What? Did they remove it? Why are we going to war straight away? Like, there's no cutscene or anything to tell us why we are going to war? Hold on. Did they accidentally remove something? Yeah, why are we suddenly going to war? Like, why are we suddenly getting attacked? What's the backstory? I thought there was a backstory. I'm pretty sure there is. I don't know. Maybe after this one, then you can. Maybe after this quest, then you can see it. I'm not sure how they reordered the thing. Bounty, kill him, nice. Excuse me. There we go, next. Fire Scout. Oh, okay, actually using ice will be pretty good here, right? Nice crit. Nope, not enough. Okay, this was pirate class. We probably could have gotten it on the first go with like the skill, the locker skill or like the fury skill, but oh well. Oh wait, what? Wait a minute. What? Oh, interesting. Like minus 20. Okay. Okay, so do light instead. Oopsies. Okay, so what? Can't use ice or water. Okay, fine. It's kind of weird. Why Solar Scout? So I thought it'd be resistant to light instead. That's a bit weird. Okay, yeah, that's kind of odd. Why is it weak to light and resistant to fire and water? Resistant to ice and water. Sorry, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Should be resistant to fire and light, right, guys? Oh well. Last one. Maybe beam does more damage. As opposed to one turn of lash. Yeah. Proclamation medal. I think we can pass this. We don't really want this. The reward. Okay, but must defeat 10 waves. Oh wait, do you need the medals? Oh, maybe you need the medals. This is annoying. Okay, let me just go ahead and use the poison weapon the whole way. Yeah, okay, fine. No idea what was that. Oh, the shield. Damn, freaking shield. Oh, God. Okay, so we need to beat it 10 freaking times, but we don't even get a backstory on why we need to beat this 10 times. Okay, so normally these sort of like grind style quests, they are more common in mech quests as opposed to DragonFable. Yeah, mech quests has a ton of these. Like literally every single planet you go to, you do this. Like do the quest 10 times, get 100 of these medals, or even something ridiculously stupid like that. DragonFable doesn't have a lot of it. The previous one that I remember was Wallet, yeah, the one whereby you have to do the elemental, you have to get the elemental essence or whatever the heck that's called. I still remember that because I remember someone asking a question about whether there was any way to skip that, but actually no, there isn't any way to skip that. You just have to grind through it 10 times. So it looks like we get another one here. It's far and few in between, so I'm not too bothered by it, even though I honestly don't really like this sort of system whereby you have to repeat the same quest 10 times. Like, that's just super annoying to me, and I never understood what was the fun behind that. But I guess if you're trying to push back war waves, I guess it makes sense as opposed to making you fight like 100 million waves or experiencing the whole war all over again. What I feel like they could do differently or do better is what do you call it? You know, turn this into like an actual war. Does that happen in the next part? I don't remember. I think maybe that happens in the next part. Yeah, but yeah, just make this into like a war thingy, so like you just do the 2 battle thing one time and then you can see the rest of it. So we don't have to, you know, endure and go through this entire thing 10 times. Like, well, what even is the point? It's not very fun, not very engaging, like doing the same repeated thing, and people hate these sort of things, or at least I hate these sort of things. Like, it's very pointless, and it doesn't it's not fun, it's not engaging for the players. I get it in the story or in the lore sense, in the lore wise it makes sense, but in terms of like player enjoyability, I think it's not that great. Or at least maybe cut down on the number. I think 10 might be a little high, maybe should make it 5. Yeah, maybe that's just me complaining because I don't like to grind anything in general. Yeah, maybe it's just me. I don't know, man. Well, let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section. I think I might need 10 of those damn things. Okay, you know what? Because we're going to do this a lot of times, I think I will switch over to Pirate Armor. That will be much faster, so that's why I'll go over to Osprey Cove here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and switch this. Oh. Pirate Armor probably can one-shot everything except for the multi-mobs. Yeah, I think only the multi-mobs will encounter some difficulty. Other than that, the rest should be a cakewalk. Okay, can we access it from here? Previously it was telling me that where I stopped at, I couldn't access it because I wasn't caught up to the story. Can we jump straight here now? Oh, okay, now we can. Yeah, just now I couldn't. So you need to pick a faction first before you can jump straight to it. Okay, wait, can you change faction now? Oh, must complete the Awakened Depths. Okay, so yeah, that is correct. Yeah, I think you need 10 of those stupid medals in your inventory. Oh, of course, my baby dragon is gone. Yep, I forgot. Oh. Every time you change armors, your pet gets automatically unequipped. Please, can we not have that? Like, why is that a thing? Like, that has been a thing in the game since forever, basically. Can we make it such that when you switch pets, they don't automatically get unequipped? I don't see what's the point of that. Like, is it a system limitation? I feel like it could be some sort of system limitation. That's why they haven't bothered to, you know, remove it or whatnot. But it's just super annoying. Of course, for DA holders, it doesn't matter. You can just summon it from the DA menu over here, right? But for non-DA holders, I have to go all the way back to Lady Celestia just to go ahead and equip it. And yeah, it's not a big deal, but it does waste a few seconds of my time. It probably takes less than a minute, but still, it's annoying to do. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, it's just annoying. Not difficult, but just a nice quality of life change would be greatly appreciated. So yeah, Pirate with the burst is much better. Ninja is way too slow to battle. I think we will do... Yeah, we will finish the grinding for today's episode, and then maybe we will save the break for the next episode. Yeah, I think we can do 10 this episode. Let's see how long it takes us. Probably doesn't take very long if you're fully focused. Come on, mountain mobs again, seriously. Nice, got one down. Let's do blocker. Oh, what the? What? Minus 75 to hit. Jeez, you're kidding me. Okay, nice. We got one hit. Oh my lord. Taking blind. Oh. Wow, okay, that was more annoying than I thought. Flare Raptor, okay. Oh, I really like the design of this. Damn. Yeah, this looks really cool. Yeah, I never noticed that before. And of course, we level up. Yay, there we go. I think this quest also has a small chance of giving you Defender's Medals instead of Proclamation Medals, if I remember correctly. So yeah, you might have to end up doing it more than 10 times if you don't get your Proclamation Medals, which is also kind of annoying. At least we're getting Proclamation medals now so far. Or did they remove Defender's medals from this? I can't remember. You know, sometimes I wish a nice quality of life change inside of this game would be they make it something similar to AQWs, whereby you can see the list of quest rewards and then maybe give you some sort of like a percentage of the drop chance of each reward, something like that. I think that would be nice. Like, I mean, even AQWs has implemented that, like the drop chance thingy. So maybe if Spider had some time, the DF team could borrow him for a bit to go ahead and get him to do that. I think that would be really a really nice change. Nice switch. Okay, for some reason clicking on it doesn't allow me. Oh my god, both left with a sliver of health. That was annoying. Shot, bye-bye. Okay, how many more do we have to go? Let's see. We got 4. Okay, it should be 5, but I stupidly passed up the first one because I didn't realize that we needed to do this 10 times, or at least I didn't remember that I needed to do this 10 times. I think because back then, it took quite some time for us to, it took quite some time for them to release the next part, so they wanted to give us, you know, something to go ahead and do instead of, you know, just waiting for it. So yeah, they had this very mini grind. Like, can I really consider it a grind? I don't think it would be fair for me to call this a grind. Okay, but yeah, it's still something that you have to do repeatedly. I don't like, so I'm just gonna call it that, man. What the heck? Yeah, I mean, this is an RPG after all, and grinds are normal inside RPGs. So I know a lot of people don't like the grinding aspect, but for some people do. I don't know, it gives them a sense of satisfaction, something to work towards, but it's not really for me. A little bit is fine, but too much of it, like, it just gets boring. So I'm just gonna keep doing this. And yeah, Pirate is really cruising through all this. So if you're a non-DA player, then Pirate is probably your best bet. Excuse me. If you're a DA player, you have a lot more better choices, so go ahead and use those better choices. I'm not going to list them out, there's way too many. And even as a DA player, you can use Pirate as well, just instead of using Fury, you can go ahead and use Cannon instead, that'll be faster, I think. So yeah, DA players have lots of choices on bursting down everything. Non-DA players, I think Pirate is probably your best bet. My health. Okay, I'm going to do until we get 9 medals, then I'm going to test and see if they are actually counting, if there's like a hidden counter inside the background that counts when you get to 10, or are they counting based on the number of medals inside of your bag. So yeah, this is, which one is this? This is the 6 or the 7 one? Let me just check again, I'm not keeping track. This is the 7 one. Yeah, this doesn't take a long time, it's just very repetitive and generally boring too. Last one. Right, crit. No crit. Damn. Number 8. Oh, 2 HP, really. Man, this can get you almost up one whole level, to be honest. You have to do it like 10 freaking times. This is the 9th one, okay. After this, we'll know whether they are using some sort of hidden counter to make sure you do 10, or are they basing it off number of medals they have in the job. Yeah, but so far, I think this is only your only way of getting medals, so you do have to do it 10 times, then not pass it up anyway. If you mistakenly or stupidly pass it up like what I did, then you're going to have to do more than 10 times, depending on how many times you pass up the medal. So yeah, keep all your medals, guys, just in case. Yeah, not too long. I would say on average it's about 20 minutes if you minus out all the talking that I did and all the complaining and the freaking miss, the one that I actually, you know, went ahead to skip. Yeah, it's about 20 minutes on average, not too long. Okay, oh. So it is using a hidden counter, so it's not based on number of medals, yeah, just based on a hidden counter. Okay, so you actually don't need to get the medals if you don't have space in your bag, okay? But we'll call it a day for today's episode, okay? And yeah, next episode we'll come and see Daybreak. So if you guys want to see what happens in the next episode, then be sure to subscribe to this channel and have your notifications turned on. And if you guys like today's episode, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And of course, I'm your host, Carbine Gaming. Till the next time, I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye bye.